Gulicoska, and I work as a software engineer at Datopian. I'm responsible and I'm part of the team that is working on the NextGEOSS Data Hub. And together with the partners, we are building also data mining techniques for faster and easier discovery of the data that we're providing. Today, I'm going to talk about the OpenSearch API and how you can access the API and search through it, as well as how you can use the Data Hub to get your OpenSearch results. A bit about the two-step search and the improvements that we're planning about OpenSearch and integration with other systems. As probably most of you know, OpenSearch is a collection of technologies that allows websites and search engines to publish search results in a standard and accessible format. So this was one of the things when we had in mind when we started to build the OpenSearch API for NextGEOSS. And we've taken a look into OGC standard for OpenSearch geo and time extensions, and we're currently accepting queries using this standard on our portal. The Data Hub is built on top of CCAN, which by default doesn't provide support for OpenSearch, so we had to go and build one. And we're still constantly upgrading and working on this extension so we can provide even more compatibility to the OpenSearch standards with this extension for CCAN. How does the OpenSearch API work? We need the general description documents, which is providing the information about the collections that we have available for searching, as well as some parameters that all the collections are kind of like sharing between them, and the collection description documents, which provides further information about the parameters that are available for searching for each collection respectively. At the bottom of my slide, you can see the URL that we have on the catalog, and this one redirects to a page where you can get some basic information about the OpenSearch API on the NextGEOSS Data Hub and how you can start playing with it. So we provide a way of searching with the OpenSearch API. We provide a simple way of searching through the portal directly. So the OpenSearch API is always like a mirroring the data that we have on the portal. And you can go on, after you have taken a look into the description document, which provides information about the collections that we have on the portal, you can go on and do a more detailed OpenSearch query. For example, in this case, we're querying Sentinel-2 Level 1C collection, and we can see the number of results. After that, we can continue according to the description document of Sentinel-2 Level 1C. We can go on and further query this. If you're not familiar with OpenSearch and you need an OpenSearch response, you can visit the Data Hub and create your query from the UI. With that, we have introduced the OpenSearch matching query button, which you can find on the dataset page. So everything we do here on the Data Hub, we can then reproduce an OpenSearch query. For example, here we are selecting the open land use map collections. We can see that the number of data sets is already decreased. And then we can click on the OpenSearch matching query button, which will redirect us to an OpenSearch API response, which will give us the exact same results that we have here. So we're not only supporting this regular search, we've also worked on providing a two-step search and access the OpenSearch results by filtering first by a collection, and then you can go on and search within that collection and apply additional parameters. So you can easily find the data sets that you need. This is also available through the OpenSearch matching query button on the Data Hub. So basically, the filters that you have on the Data Hub change accordingly to the collections that you've already selected. We can see that in action now. We are selecting Sentinel-1 Level 1C collection. And then we can also filter by a location using the map on the top of the page by selecting an area there. And by clicking on the OpenSearch matching query button, we are redirected to OpenSearch to the OpenSearch results, and we are getting the same number. If you can notice it here, and here is a bit. So everything that you do on the Data Hub, every single query, you can do an OpenSearch matching query, which is clicking at the button. So since we're constantly adding more data connectors to our portal, we are also collecting new collections, and in time they will become available through the OpenSearch API. As soon as we're adding a new data connector to our portal, we are also adding the OpenSearch support for it. So the data sets that we're collecting are available through the OpenSearch API at the same moment. This allows us to provide a variety of data for the users and accommodate their needs. And also we are working on adding additional parameters to the existing collections in the Data Hub, so we can provide a better filtering of the data, so the users can easily find the data that they're looking for. And the most interesting part for me was integration with other systems. So a correct implementation of OpenSearch and following the standards and compliance tests allows us to easily integrate with other systems. This also allows us to pull information from other systems and just have the support for it. But the GEOSS portal and how our colleagues have integrated this is really interesting for me, and Piotr will talk about it on this webinar as well. Thank you.